Hey, it's Holly. Welcome back to my channel. So, I had a couple of people ask me kind of what my days look like and what it is that I do in a day and a week, and kind of just how what I do on a day-by-day basis. So, I wanted to take a minute to kind of lay that out for you and just briefly talk about how it is that I live my life and how I do as much as I can with the time I'm given and utilize my time in the most efficient manner. Being self employed and having kids and being a single parent. So, I am going to tell you about what I do. So, I wrote this down here and so I can kind of refer to it so I can get through it really quickly because I'm about to have to go here in a minute because I'm super busy. But so essentially on a daily basis, I have things I do daily and I have things that I do weekly. I also have things that I do that are just kind of extra that have to be done for whatever reason. So essentially on a daily basis, the things I do are as follows. I have a cleaning routine that I usually do primarily in the evening, and that can take me, sometimes it doesn't take too long, sometimes it takes a very long time. The house that I am living in right now is, it's pretty big. It's not huge, but it's big enough, and it takes definitely some time to clean. So I like to keep things really clean, so that's one thing that I do prioritize, is keeping a clean environment. Contrary to what a lot of other people do in their lives and in their homes, I like a clean house and I like a clean car, and I find that it's important and that it adds value to, I feel like I really add value by doing that to my family and my children and just overall. So cleaning, that comes in the evening. Work is in the daytime, usually in the afternoons. I work, and the number of hours just simply depends on the day. I will say I don't work a whole lot because I have so much other stuff on my plate, but I work as much as I'm able without killing myself, without, getting to a point where I'm just like way too, stressed out and overwhelmed physically in a physical manner. So, so taking care of the kids, obviously, that takes a whole lot of energy. My 5-year-old, he has ADHD, so he's very hyperactive. He has a whole lot of energy, and he kind of, he's really sweet, but he's definitely a handful. So kids, work, cleaning, kids kind of just like, that's all throughout the day, obviously. My son is in pre-K right now. He goes to half-day pre-K, which is a little over 3 hours a day. So that does help a little bit, and that's Monday through Friday, excluding summers and holidays. So on a daily basis, I also run any necessary errands, which would usually be something like, getting gas, going to the ATM, things that take a very minimal amount of time typically. So that's not something that really stresses me out very much. So, and then I might do kind of like, I might run by Starbucks, once or twice a week, something like that. So those would kind of be like basic errands that I would be referring to. Dropping off my son at school, picking him up. So, all of that does play into your day and take up just a little bit of time. So, and on a weekly basis, we'll discuss these things. I go to the store once a week. I used to go a lot more, but I finally broke it down to only once a week. And I try to do a small trip. I try to just get, only what I need and what I have to have. And that way I don't end up wasting my time. I try to get in and out as quickly as I can. I'm usually in and out within about 20 to 25 minutes max at the grocery store. So store once a week. I go to church on Sundays, and I also go to a single mom support group Bible study after church. So both at the same time in the same place, well, one after the other, shall I say. So then I also have another support group that I go to once a week. Right now it's on Thursdays from 12 to 1. So I have a couple of support groups that I do weekly. Church, occasionally I'll do an extra church activity if they have like a women's event or something like that. And then here before too long I'm going to start volunteering through ministry. So twice a week I go to the tanning salon, and if you have any bad comments about me tanning, just don't even bother, because I have my reasons and my philosophy on why I do that. So, so I tan twice a week, and then while I'm at the tanning salon, I go to a tanning place that has like, they have other services you can do as well. Like you can do red light therapy, and they have like this thing that's like a cocoon that makes you sweat and has infrared rays, and they have like infrared facials and stuff like that. So I utilize those services as well. So when I tan, I usually do like one other service. Usually it's a red light therapy. So I do that, and just taking that time to do what I need to do for myself and my body. And then I also did not write down, but on a daily basis, I obviously work out. So my workout usually takes me no more than 30 minutes, and then I also I do about 30 minutes what I call like healing time. So I have these different machines that I use. I have an infrared dome, I have an infrared heating pad, I have a vibrating heating pad, and then I have like a detox foot bath. And so I will use 1 or 2 machines at a time for 30 minutes out of my day. So I usually do that kind of like with my workout. So those are all things I do on a daily basis, things I do on a weekly basis, what I do a couple times a week. And then as far as what I do outside of that, just little things that might be extra, like, every now and then take a road trip, whether it's a day or an overnight trip. I'd say I do something like that maybe like once every 4 to 6 weeks on average. And then things like doctor's appointments, things like other types of appointments that are unrelated, just unexpected occurrences and happenings. And yeah, so that is how I utilize my time, and I do things in the most efficient way that I possibly can. I am not a 9 to 5er. I do not operate on that type of schedule. I do not operate on a type of lifestyle that most people incorporate, but this is what works for me, and this is how I live my life. And I feel like if everybody lived their life the way that was best for them, we would be in a much better world, and society would be much better as a whole. So thank you for watching.